I spent my formative years in Skokie, and I grew up in a very Jewish community, except that my parents believed they would never find a congregation that would work for them. And then certainly there were enough of them in Skokie, but none of them philosophically were a match, but they wanted their children to have a strong Jewish education. So they sent us to the North Shore School of Jewish Study. Eventually, we moved from Skokie to Northfield, and it was much less of a Jewish community. I was one of 3 Jewish kids in my grade. The grade was very small. I was the only one who had a bar mitzvah, so all of a sudden I felt different. I felt more Jewish than I had in Skokie. My best friend was Mormon, and he would take me to the church, and we went for playing basketball, board games, those sort of things, except that before you had any of that, you had to have the lesson, the meeting. And I was the kid who would raise his hand and, what about, or how does that work? And eventually he would say, okay, we're going to go to the church today, but can you not ask those questions? Can you just be quiet, and then we'll get to the basketball and be better. And then some dear friends introduced my parents to Humanistic Judaism and brought them to a congregation in Deerfield. And they fell in love. They loved the rabbi, the philosophy was perfect. We'd found a Jewish home. And so instead of the North Shore School of Jewish Study, I now started to attend Humanistic Sunday School. And it was transformative. It really was a remarkable change in a lot of ways, not just philosophical. I remember in 6th grade, my Sunday school teacher used Star Trek to teach about ethics and philosophy. And that started me in a lifelong Star Trek addiction. I took the rabbi's class, which is our comparative religion class, and really it framed this critical thinking piece of me, and I became the kid where I could now ask my questions and it was okay to say, what about, and they encouraged me. First and foremost is the philosophy, the idea of humanistic Judaism, that I can be culturally Jewish, but I can also say words that I believe. A Judaism that's consistent with the rest of my life. I'm not just Jewish on the high holidays, at Passover, on Friday nights or Saturday mornings, or while I'm in Sunday school. Really, my entire life is consistent with both the Jewish values and cultural ideas, celebrations, and traditions, and the philosophy. And what I say in services is really what I mean. I believe what I say.